Hope you guys are ready for another episode of Double D's in your face. That's right.
Oh, shit. We got now. Oh, it's Mr. Severn fighting arm wrestling a woman. Holy balls. Look at this. Well,
Come on there, Don. In today's world of, women wanting to be men and men wanting to be women, I just thought it would be appropriate because there's this arm wrestling organization reached out to me and wanted me to, be a part of them. And I said, well, why don't we just simply have an intergender match?
Yes. And which one were you?
Well, we had both sexes there. Okay, let's put it that way. We had both sexes that were present. So whichever one you want to give me there, just know that she was on she represented the other half. Okay, all right.
Whoever she was won, huh?
Candy Passmore. They call her Candy Crush. And she's actually a multiple-time champion.
She's about to become champion one more time, too.
Yep. She's about to add another check mark onto her list of great accolades.
No, actually, her whole family, because I ended up meeting her husband and her son, and they're all arm. Well, again, we keep calling arm wrestling. They refer to it as pulling. That's how they refer to it now, as pulling. I always looked upon it as just specific being arm wrestling, but it's all referred to now as pulling. I don't know where it comes from, the pulling aspect, but going back to Larry, gentleman I knew by the name of Larry Sofield, Crazy Larry. I mean, he used to do this probably, I'll say, 20 to 30 years ago. I ended up meeting him, and he was doing this, but this was all set up in bars, and you'd have, that cigar smoke and beers, and then you'd have men doing arm wrestling, but it was nowhere near organized like this is, or these tables. I mean, it was. I have seen the tables before, but spending the whole day there, watching the different people, how they use that table, how they use their entire body, how they position their legs, stuff like that. There is a real science to this arm wrestling, and the way that how you can curl your hand around, and then also getting that jump start,
Right.
being quick on the old pulling aspect.
Yeah, so Candy was the 2019 national champ. She's a tri-state champ from Mississippi State. She's the left and right-handed champ in Mississippi. Georgia State champ, Kentucky State. She's won 2 super matches, and she's also happened to beat Dan the Beast Severn.
That's how you ruin it for me. What a fucking asshole. Jeez. Here I am watching it and anticipating what's going to happen. You go and ruin it for me. Jeez. Kind of guy you never fucking, watch a movie with.
Hell no.
He's already seen.
Nope.
Jeez.
Tony, please don't tell Don about Santa Claus now either.
What about Santa Claus?
So what about Santa? Did you guys know that Darth Vader is Luke's dad?
What a dick.
Oh shit, I forgot. You're
You're
gonna watch it this weekend.
Wait a minute. You have no respect for anybody, you know that.
What's respect?
Yeah, exactly.
So how was it, Dan? How did you like arm wrestling a woman?
Well, let's put it this way. She definitely smelled a whole lot better than most of the men I've ever had to do any kind of arm wrestling. Not that I've done much of arm wrestling, but I'll just say that she had definitely she had a good scent about her.
That's your fondest memory from the weekend?
Well, that, I mean, but then again, you got to be honest. I mean, she was not marking territory, nothing like that.
Okay, Kalamazoo, Michigan. You take your girlfriend out and feed her a bunch of beans and It'll fart up your pickup truck.
I think what do you call that? There's something there to that, but I can't think of what it is. But
How's your shoulder feel, Dan? Looked like your shoulder was a little sore.
you know, I was a little bit pain. I had to take one of my arthritis pills
No.
afterwards.
How about that hip? How's that hip treating you?
Yeah, that I think we're going to have to start moving on to step number 2, whatever step number 2 is. I'm going to have another MRI to see how much worse it has gotten, because it's not getting any better.
Yeah.
And then look at it at that point. Now, do I do some of this other stuff? Like there's PRP that you can have done with it. There's um, yeah, there's a gel that could be shot into it. There's a steroid that could be shot into it. There's a few other things that could be done, or is it just mechanically so far gone that I have to really start looking at an actual hip replacement, which I'm not real excited about.
Yeah.
Back to the arm wrestling, Dan. You won the first round. There was a 5-round match, right?
Yes, you're correct.
And you won.
I thought I could keep you talking here. We would leave in obscurity here right now that we're going to be moving forward.
We're gonna wrap up with. We got to finish this.
Okay.
So
yes, I got
you won the first round. Pretty. It looks like it was pretty easy for you the first.
Well,
round.
again, I actually had some friends that were telling me all about the arm wrestling and different ways of how to be careful for, or how you can get, just how you can turn your wrist in real quickly and gain advantages. I mean, again, I will say that I was very fortunate that a number of folks did reach out to me and gave me some tips and advice, because I'm glad I didn't go up against a dude that was really into it. I did not get a picture of this gentleman. I'm hoping that it will still be sent to me, because I just got too busy the rest of the day and forgot about it. There was a gentleman there that was, his nickname was Popeye, because he had Popeye forearms.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I literally, from a distance, it looked like something out of the movie theater that they made up these forearms on him, because he literally, his forearms and hands did not look like they belonged on his body.
Yeah.
They did. I mean, Don, think about taking your forearm and let's say tripling it. I mean, not even doubling, tripling it. His hand, because I shook his hand.
Yeah.
And his hand engulfed my hand, and he had a wedding band on. And I go, "How big is your wedding band?" He said, "Size 35."
Jeez.
Size 35. Don, what is your ring finger?
I have no idea, partner.
I think mine's right around 11 and a half or 12.
Yeah.
And this guy's got a size 35.
Jeez.
Wow.
I mean, his fingers were like sausages. Yeah, I kept thinking, why is it just only affecting his forearms? The rest of his body, he looks normal. But then he just got these two. I mean, again, I thought that someone had put some kind of a prosthetic on. It was like a stage movie, but that was his real forearms.
So he just works out his forearms, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, but think about trying to arm wrestle this guy. I mean, to grab that hand, his hand engulfs your hand.
Was he a champion? You don't remember his name, you said?
I just remember he had Popeye forearms, but I don't know if you can even look up someone arm wrestler that has Popeye forearms. I mean, if his name's going to pop up that way there either, but
he's real good with negotiating with the women.
So then you lost the last 4 rounds, and there was one round I saw where she actually got your feet off the ground.
Well, Tony, okay, you're making this sound kind of bad for me here now. Okay, I was an arm wrestler for all of one day.
Oh, wait. How long were you Ultimate Fighter for before you won that? Come on.
That was
Oh,
a day and a half.
okay. Yeah. Okay. I actually put in 4 days of training before I walked in. 4 or 5 days of training, I think, there before I walked into that.
All right.
You know, with Al Snow and his down in Body Slammers gym.
And his head, did he have the head?
So
So I think what you did wrong is you didn't watch that movie with Sylvester Stallone called Over the Top. I mean, if you could have pulled that maneuver off, you probably would have won.
see, I never had, I'm aware of the movie, but I never really watched the movie.
It was not a Academy Award winning theater.
It wasn't.
No.
Who was the star of that movie?
I don't know. Terry Funk, I think.
He was in the movie. Yes,
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone.
Oh.
Yeah, because I kept thinking that should have been actually a better movie than what it was, but because usually Sylvester Stallone gets into some pretty good movies.
It was
Scott Norton was in it.
Yeah, Norton was in that movie.
I don't know if Gary was.
I think that was The Godfather helped those people get their part. When we did our podcast with him.
But Terry Funk was actually, he was actually in Roadhouse. That was
he was in
probably one of the
Roadhouse, too.
best movies I ever saw Terry Funk in was Roadhouse.
Terry did a lot of movies. He did
Yeah,
several.
yeah.
Alone. He did.
Terry's man.
Did Terry did several movies with Stallone.
They're remaking Roadhouse actually.
Yeah.
Are they really?
Didn't they do the skit, the scene for it when you were there that weekend for the show? Jake Gyllenhaal is gonna play, I guess, the Patrick Swayze role, and I think he's an ex MMA fighter.
I don't know.
Is the angle? Yeah, I don't. But Don was at when he was filming for that tea and whiskey spot. They were filming it that weekend. They did it before the fights.
He walks into the ring and walks around and then walks out, and that was it.
Yeah. And then they did a whole weigh-in scene at the weigh-ins that he came in and he did a weigh-in scene.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Where he had a face off and stuff.
I didn't hear a lot of good things were not said about him.
No, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About his attitude towards people was not good.
No. Yeah, I heard he's kind of like a Don Frye.
Yeah. Doesn't put up with bullshit from people like you. Whatever sex you are, whatever you people are.
Oh, come on, man. What do you mean, you people? What's that supposed to mean?
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah, people.
I'm a person playing a person who's trying to be a person. All right.
I think we're watching too much television anymore here now.
Thank you for watching another episode of
Double D's in your face.
You better like, subscribe, and share, or I'm going to come to your house.